Depends who you ask as to what the reason was of why we looked for new space. If you ask my director of customer service, she would say it's to provide a more cozy and grandiose environment for our customers. If you were to ask my director of sales, he would say to provide a location that we can showcase airplanes. If you were to ask my director of operations, he would say to provide more space for more aircraft. And my director of marketing would tell you that the location was really paramount. From my perspective, all those things were important and pulling our team together to one location. In a perfect world, we would have found a building that met all our needs and just simply moved right in. That didn't exist. And so it became clear that we were going to have to remodel whatever we found as our new home. It wasn't until we had a developer and an architect over to help us identify a vision that would satisfy all our needs that we get serious in pursuing a negotiation with the airport and the town of Addison.
One of the biggest challenges was to seal the building, make it watertight, weathertight, because it had been sitting here so long and patched and that sort of thing. And the exterior facade was not in good shape at all. So it became evident that we needed to consider reskinning the exterior of the building, because with a rigid frame building, such as all hangar buildings are, that's just the skeleton of it. Everything else around the perimeter is cosmetic. The vision was, when I first entered the front door, it was clear where the lobby was going to be. It was obvious that we had to gut everything. There was no saving any of the existing partitions. They were in such bad shape to begin with. We also had to expand the lobby space as well as the restrooms, because there was not room in the physical layout of that. So we expanded those into the hangar. The very first focus when you step into the lobby is to look straight ahead, and you want to see the aircraft, as we do. You look to either side, you also have pleasant views. You look into and through the conference room all the way to the outside. So in order to gain height for the glass wall that's 16 feet wide, 11 feet tall, picture window, so not only do you have the ability to look into the hangar from the lobby space and see the aircraft, but when you're in the hangar, you get to enjoy the lobby space. The way the building was balanced, it turned out that the space requirements were more obvious for the administrative wing to be on the east side of the building, because the conference room already existed on the front corner. If you back up from that, that leaves the balance of the space, which is more obvious for the operations wing, based on the square footage criteria, the number of people, the chief pilot, the training rooms, and an admin area. It kind of revolves around the conference room or the board room or whatever. So since that was on the front corner, usually you go from there, and in this case we have the perimeter of the building. Again, that's where all the glass is, so that's obviously where all the offices go. So all the offices are clearly going to be in a line on both wings. So that's just a matter of priority and who the adjacencies of offices relative to the functions. Each office, as you know, has a 3-foot full glass side light that gives everyone visibility of the hangar at all times. Because of its location again and prominence, was to do something different, but still had standard characteristics, so that it was very economical. So that's what led me to the glass solution. It's all insulated glass with low E, so it's energy efficient, which it has to do as well today to meet the 2006 International Energy Code. The building had columns existing, so we'd already had foundations in them, so we wanted to, and those were structural actually behind them. So that was the reason we clad the columns in stone. The reason we clad them in stone actually was to match the existing fence, the split face block, which existed all the way down the property, so that it would have a tie to some of the existing condition up and down Addison Road. The larger portion of it is hangar building. which is of course clad or sheeted, as they say, in our panels. So that's typical of all hangar buildings. We elected to insulate the hangar building properly. It is heated, had existing heating in it, so we were led to go ahead and insulate it, all the walls, all the roof and everything, along with obviously the office insulation. So that, including the hangar doors. We did paint the whole frame, all the structure, everything that didn't move was painted white inside the hangar. And of course it has existing skylights as well. We installed new lighting. The technology nowadays has changed somewhat. So we've done everything you can do to be state-of-the-art hangar facility now, both cosmetically and functionally. The apron at the outset was in very, very poor disrepair. Probably at least half of it, maybe 2/3 of it, had to be completely excavated, removed, and then re-poured accordingly to the appropriate specs for that apron in concrete. Parking was completely redone. The drainage was very poor on the front, so that was completely redone, including new storm sewer and various things that the city required. But so it's now all new concrete parking and does accommodate more cars than it did.
PlaceSmart was looking to build a world-class facility for its customers. We wanted to have a base location that they can, start and end their travels if they were comfortable. We designed the headquarters with the idea in mind that we'd be here for a long time and there'd be opportunity for growth. There's growth in the office thing that we have here. There's expansion capability on the property that's outside on the apron with the T hangars that can be redesigned if needed into another larger 6,000 or 8,000 square foot hangar. And so this is going to serve as a good headquarter base for PlaceSmart for what I hope to be a long time to come.